Now students will move to the next important topic of chapter 7, that is staff motivation. We have done the Maslow's theory of the human needs, the five distinct categories, assumptions and criticisms we have done of the Maslow's theory. Now we'll move to the very next important topic, that is Frederick Herzberg's two-factor theory. So Frederick Herzberg have conducted this survey to among the employees to find out there are two sorts of factors which affects primarily the employees so as to dissatisfy and satisfy the employees. So there are two factors. The first factor is hygiene or maintenance factor, and the next one is motivational factors. So this is a very important question. Frederick Herzberg two-factor theory can be known as motivation hygienic factor, that is maintenance or hygiene factor, and the second is motivational factor. So now we will discuss about the meaning of hygiene or maintenance factor. So this hygiene or maintenance factors, there are certain job conditions. So all of you do listen to me, do hear me out very carefully, properly and attentively. These hygiene or maintenance factor are operate primarily on the job premises so as to they are known as potent dissatisfier, and these job conditions do not, if they are not present, they do not decrease the sense of motivation, because these are known as potent dissatisfier, and if these job conditions are also present, they do not increase the motivations or the fulfillment of the employees in a significant way, because they are known as potent dissatisfier, and these job conditions should be present in the organization so as to maintain a reasonable sense of satisfaction and motivation among the employees. And these hygiene or maintenance factor, which are known as potent dissatisfiers, these are very what you say intrinsic to the job, means they are externally related and they are having environmental centered, and some of they do not increase the motivation of the job. And some of the examples are like of maintenance or hygiene factor are your pay structure, security, job condition, etc. So I have written here the meaning. The meaning from starts from here to here. So all of you have to write this whatever, because I have always laid the stress that you have to write the quantity as well as the quality answers. So as I have said, there are certain job, I am repeating once again for you, there are certain job conditions which exist or operate primarily to dissatisfy employees. Hear me out again. These are job conditions which exist and operate primarily to dissatisfy employees. So it's written here. There are some job conditions which operate and exist primarily to dissatisfy, not to satisfy, to dissatisfy employees. And even when these job conditions are not present, even when the job conditions are not present means are absent. Even when the job conditions are absent, their presence, the job condition presence, does not motivate the employees in a significant and substantial way. So even when the job condition are absent, the job condition presence will not motivate them in a significant and strong way. That's why they are known as potent dissatisfiers. So hygiene or maintenance factor are known as potent dissatisfiers. As you written here, these factors are known as dissatisfiers or hygienic factors, because these job conditions operate primarily to dissatisfy employees. And when these job conditions are absent or not present, so they are to dissatisfying employees only. But even when the job conditions are present, they do not increase the level of motivation among the employees. So it's written here, these factors are dissatisfier or hygiene factor, as they are required to support a reasonable sense of satisfaction and the mental health of the employees. So these are required to support the mental health. That is why they are known as maintenance factor or hygiene factor or dissatisfiers. And these factors should be present so as to maintain a reasonable sense of motivation and satisfaction among the employees. And these hygienic or maintenance factor are known as potent dissatisfiers, which operate primarily to dissatisfy the employees. And these factors should be present to maintain or render out a reasonable sense of satisfaction and motivation among the employee. And these factors are very extrinsic, means external to the job. So it's written here, these are necessary to avoid the dissatisfaction among employees. They involve the context of the job, means the content of the job, and they are external, extrinsic to the job, and relate to the job environment, means they are environmental centered. And the examples of hygiene or maintenance factor are pay structure, working conditions, and the job security. So this is the meaning from here, from starting from sum to you have to write till environmental centered. And these are the examples: pay, working conditions, job security, etc. Now, so all of your BST students, your task is to just watch the video several times, numerous times, and go through the textbook of BST class 12. This hygiene or maintenance factor under the Herzberg factor theory, and go through each and every lines in depth, very thoroughly and carefully. And I hope no doubt will arise. You have to only study the definition, no critical appraisal is required. But if you find any sorts of doubt or queries, do revert back to me, do text me so I can provide you the required assistance.